If these people have been out of it for that long, they're in for a shock.
10 years of your life gone.
It would seem Leviathan has the power to take down a Reaper, and possesses the ability to indoctrinate.
Think it actually is a Reaper?
If it is a Reaper, then I want to know what it's up to. How long has it been out here, and more importantly, why?
Losing 10 years of your life like
Did we
that.
get anything from Garner's
God.
notes?
Can't imagine.
They suggest that Garno created a way to block the artifact's mind-affecting properties. The artifact seems to be the key.
Agreed. When I head back to Bryson's office, I want you there.
Yes, Commander.
I want to know just what the hell these artifacts really are and what they can do.
Whatever they are, they're too dangerous to have around.
And we've got one sitting right in the middle of the Citadel.
Commander?
Yeah, cool, some gas, I guess. Oh, wow.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
I'm headed to Purgatory.
We'll have a cab ready for you.
Anyhow, enough about my armor. Let's find the gang and celebrate while I'm still here. Which part?
The club.
I always thought this place would be cool if it didn't involve so water.
If you're in pain, I can carry you.
What the hell's wrong?
I'm not screwing the Alliance.
Since when have you took chunky
Where's Cortez? Supposed to be. No? No? Okay. Just eating yogurt on their date night. That's cool. Weird. Okay. Well, back to the Bryson's lab.
We need to shield the artifact they've got here right away. Using Garneau's data, I should be able to accomplish this without difficulty. Damn thing's been here the whole time. Why weren't we affected?
Perhaps the amount of time spent near the artifact is key. After a certain duration, it affords Leviathan an impressive mind control capability.
I'd call it dangerous as hell. Bryson's assistant tried to kill me.
Perhaps Leviathan was controlling him to protect itself, diverting people away from its trail.
Maybe. It just shows we don't know what we're dealing with yet.
Despite the risk, this artifact remains our only link to finding Leviathan. Perhaps we could find more information about it here in the lab.
Agreed. Bryson's team might have turned up something we missed. I'll look around. They were testing the artifact for energy emissions.
And found nothing. Still, I recommend leaving it shielded.
Anything interesting about the artifact's structure?
It is not constructed of the same compounds used in standard Reaper technology. Beyond that, nothing of relevance.
Loch Ness Monster?
Plesiosaur.
Loch Ness Monster's more interesting.
Interesting and non-existent.
Edie, what project was Garneau working on when he found the artifact?
Basilisk.
Got anything
Welcome
on
to the
Basilisk?
Several ships, a mythical creature, and a rare mid-tier enemy type in the Galaxy of Fantasy video game. It possesses a gaze attack capable of triggering synced animation kills. Player forums describe it as overpowered.
I meant the project, Edie.
Oh. Then, no.
There's got to be something here on this artifact. What about the server?
Bryson's assistant wiped the office server and destroyed all backups, likely before killing Bryson. However, a message from Dr. Bryson's daughter, Anne. According to my records, she worked with her father.
I'm at the dig site in the Pylos Nebula. Project Scarab paid off. I've got another artifact like the one Garneau found. I think it could be affecting people's behavior. You need to shield the one in your office. I tried to warn Garneau, but I can't get through. We've got Reaper scouts coming in toward the main site. I'm heading to the secondary base to grab what research I can.
Anne Bryson was attempting to contact Garneau on the asteroid colony. She seems to know something about the artifact.
She sounded worried.
If Reaper forces were approaching, her concern was warranted.
Let's hope we get to her before they do.
She said she was in the Pylos Nebula, working for Project Scarab. That cluster contains several systems. I'll call up the nebula on the galaxy map. We may also search the lab for clues to narrow down her location.
The Reapers. Let's hope we find Anne before they do. Does anything in Anne Bryson's work history suggest where she might be?
Nothing relevant.
Any idea if Project Scarab involved Element Zero?
Unlikely. We may learn more from the Project Requisitions Locker.
Any correlation between Project Scarab and these unexplained creature sightings?
Not beyond Leviathan itself.
Anne Bryson flew out on a ship called the Icarus. Can you track its movements?
No. The Reapers have disrupted civilian comm buoys. There are specifications for several ships here.
The Icarus. Here we go.
The ship has enhanced electrostatic discharge cells. They facilitate long-range FTL travel.
So they jumped to the Pylos Nebula by mass relay, then flew to another system.
Yes. Otherwise, they would have chartered a less expensive ship.
Okay, we can rule out the relay system. What about criminal activity in the Pylos Nebula?
Because the area is part of the Attican Traverse, criminal reports are unreliable at best. The locker is secure. We must locate an access card to open it.
Access card for the requisitions locker?
Yes. According to records, it was last used by Anne Bryson to obtain equipment for Project Scarab.
Let's see what Anne Bryson requisitioned for Project Scarab. Didn't need an environmental suit. Wind protection gear.
Based on what Anne Bryson did or did not requisition, The dig site was arid, but habitable.
Get me a filter for systems with compatible planets.
Based on the search data, it is one of these two systems. Based on the data, only one system remains a viable possibility.
Good.
That's where we're going.
Let's go get Anne Bryson.
Commander?
Okay.
Signal confirmed.
Oh, jeez.
Faster than light jump successful. Evasion successful.
Forget I don't need that gas. Let's go.
Reapers eluded. I found something. Signal confirmed. We have located Anne Bryson's dig site.
So we got reports of an attack on an excavation site.
Yes. The attack means the Reapers are one step ahead of us. We need to pick up the pace. And since Bryson's daughter is our only lead, our objective is clear.
Okay.
Cortez?
Nothing so far, Commander. If she's down there, she hasn't responded to our hails. Getting some strange signals, though. Give me a minute.
The artifacts she uncovered may have caused problems. We know they're dangerous.
Agreed. Take us in closer.
Copy that. We have hostile!
Take us in!
Commander, on the landing platform!
That's her. Okay, let's get...
Tracking multiple boats!
Get us over there!
Negative, it's too hot. Heading to lower platform. Hang on. There, go!
Jump!
We can't stay here, Shepard.
Vessel doesn't appear stable.
Move! She's somewhere above us.
Hello? Is
Oh
anyone
my
there?
god, that's a
I'm
lot of
coming down.
harbingers.
No! Stay where you are! This is Commander Shepard of the Alliance Navy.
Oops.
It's too dangerous! We'll come to you!
Yes,
Oh my god.
you should take the elevator up on the far side.
Copy that! We're on our way! You're here!
Commander, they're swarming everywhere up here.
Can you find a place to hide?
I'll try.
Get there! Stay put! Watch out!
I'm tired of Reapers doing that all the time.
Look for another path! Looks like a bridge over there. Controls are broken. Someone try to fix it.
Yes, Commander. This crude wiring has failed. I'll need a moment.
Watch it, Banshee!
Get that.
The bridge is up!
Move! That elevator can't be far!
Oh, no. Down the ladder I go.
This way.
Elevator spotted.
Got it!
Great.
And the elevator's blocked. Is there another way up?
I'll override the pod door near you. There's an access point above, Commander, but you'll have to climb to it.
Copy that.
More of them ahead.
Stay hidden, Doctor.
We're trying, but there's too many of them. Hurry!
You still there?
I'm barely hanging on. Hopkins is wounded. Are you close?
We're moving as fast as we can. Hang in there. Around! Go around!
No! Boyles! Stay down! Oh, God!
What's happening?
Kirkwood and Boyles trying to run for it. The Reaper's got him.
Don't move until we get there.
Elevators just ahead.
Get to it.
Yeah. Okay, elevator. Let's go. This whole place collapses.
Elevator's online. We're coming up.
Please hurry. I think Hopkins is dead.
Rip Hopkins. Can't save everyone.
He tried to run.
Sadly.
I told him not to, but he wanted to help the others. Where did everyone go?
I'm sorry. They didn't make it. Doctor, I need you to come with me.
Oh God. Yes, of course. I was at another dig site when they attacked. I got back as quick as I could, but what's happening?
Shepard, look.
I'm not sure, but it might have something to do with these paintings. Is that Leviathan?
Yes. Yes, we think so. It's old, much older than my father thought. And there, as if the natives were under its power. Clearly a Reaper, but acting alone. Not like any Reaper we've seen before.
Doctor, I understand you found something recently.
The artifact. Yes, of course. Incredible. It's just ahead. It may sound strange, but I'm certain it affects people. Their behavior. I've only had a short time to study it.
Not strange at all. Did you find anything?
Not much, but I did learn something about the energy it generates. Get down!
What are they doing?
They've activated it. I've never managed anything.
Doctor?
They've learned too well. The darkness must not be breached.
Commander!
Take it out!
Got it.
You okay? Cortez, we have Ann Bryson. Need a pickup.
On my way, Commander.
Copy that. You see the shuttle? You run. Don't look back.
Okay. Yes.
We need to get rid of that harvester.
We'll bring it down.
Okay.
You okay?
Yeah, Commander. I think so. I blacked out.
Leviathan took control of you. We cut the connection before you got hurt.
Leviathan itself? That's incredible.
The Reapers seem as interested in it as we are.
Yeah, it certainly seems that way.
We were hoping you could help us figure out why. But first, Doctor, I have some bad news.
Anne, please. Suppose Leviathan's broken away from the other Reapers. Never went back to dark space. Like a rogue, or even a defector. I have to call my father. He'll want to know.
Anne, you need to listen to me, okay? Your father is dead. Sorry.
He's... What? Dead? He can't be dead.
We met with him, hoping to find out what he knew. Something happened.
Something happened?
You're not the first to lose control. Your father's assistant. One minute he was fine. The next... he drew a gun on your father. I couldn't stop him.
I can't believe this.
We have to find out what's behind it all. You're the only one who can help us. Anne?
I want to see his office.
We'll arrange for transportation and meet you there.
I wasn't good enough. No.
Commander?
Okay, back to the Citadel. Back to the labs we go.
Hello? Anne? You here? Anne?
Oh, Commander. Yes, I'm sorry. Just... this is hard.
Of course. You alright?
Yes. No. I don't know. My father and I didn't leave things in a great state.
An argument?
Yes. It was trivial. A disagreement on how to file some of the specimens. I was mad about something else. I don't remember what. And I took it out on him. So stupid.
That's alright. I can come back.
No, please. I'm okay. Seeing all this again? He was so obsessed. Crazy sometimes.
I didn't get a chance to know him.
Oh, sometimes I felt the same way. He was a great man. A pioneer. But he could be distant. I felt like an inconvenience growing up.
You sound angry.
I was angry. Still am, I guess. But sometimes, he was so full of stories, he nearly burst. I love that about him. It's why I signed up for this work. I can't believe he's gone.
We'll figure this out.
We have to. I need to know what's on the other end of that artifact. What he died for.
We need your help. You're our last chance.
You're right. Let me dig into my father's work to see what I can find.
Anne, you sure you're up for this?
Yes. When Leviathan took control of me, I remember being somewhere cold and dark.
Like everybody else.
But my father taught me to never be afraid of the dark.
Oh. Cool. Cool. Good line.
I'm still amazed your father got his hands on a piece of a Reaper.
He was so excited. Your claims validated years of work.
Did you take appropriate steps to prevent indoctrination?
Of course. It was completely shielded, and we all had regular psych evals. But now, thanks to the artifact, I'm indoctrinated anyway, aren't I? Might as well be a Arachnite drone waiting for orders from the Queen.
You studied the Arachnite?
I wrote my dissertation on them. My father thought it was a waste of time, but now, it might actually help us understand Leviathan.
In what way?
We think of the Arachnite as telepathic, but there's really no such thing. At short range, the Queen uses pheromones to give orders. At long range, she uses an organic kind of quantum entanglement communicator. Whatever Leviathan does must be similar, entangling particles to stimulate neural activity. It uses the artifact to establish a connection, and then it controls the mind of anyone near it.
Hey, Lola. Need a hand?
What brings you down here, James?
Heard you're closing in on the Reaper killer. Anything that can scare those bastards has to be worth a look.
That's what I'm hoping.
Vega.
We didn't detect any energy emissions from the artifact.
But the Reapers were able to use the artifact to trace Leviathan somehow.
My theory is that most of the time, the artifact simply acts as a receiver. We'll only be able to trace Leviathan through it when it actively takes control of someone.
As it did on the asteroid.
Right. Unless it needs something, Leviathan doesn't bother communicating. I guess it and my father had something in common.
You said Leviathan's control was similar to a quantum entanglement communicator, which is untraceable.
Yes, but this isn't a natural QEC. Leviathan has to send a pulse through the artifact to alter your mind and create the quasi-QEC effect.
And that can be traced.
Right. Just like at the dig site. The Reapers were tracing the signal by activating the artifact. My father wanted to be at that dig site.
And I know this is hard, but if there's anything more you can tell us.
I don't think there's anything more I can tell you. But maybe I can show you.
What are you saying?
The artifact only sends out a signal when Leviathan's controlling someone. So let it control me. You could trace the signal.
You mean let it take you over? That's too dangerous.
It's my call, not yours. You said I'm your last chance to find this thing.
We have no idea what will happen.
If we wait, the Reapers will get to Leviathan first. I'm the only one here who's spent enough time with it to do this. You're looking for something to fight the Reapers, Commander. I'm looking for the monster that murdered my father.
We still don't know what we're looking for.
Then let's find out.
Commander, this thing we're doing with Anne sounds dangerous as hell.
Noted. Edie?
Energy signature locked in, waiting for activation.
You sure about this?
Yes. I'm sure.
I'm gonna be right here.
Okay. I'm ready.
Well, here
James,
we go.
drop the containment shield.
Shield is dropped.
Artifact online.
Anything?
Nothing yet. Wait. There's something. I feel a chill.
Edie?
No trace yet.
Oh,
hell?
Signal is tracking. Maintain connection.
Turn back. The darkness can't be breached.
Yo!
Maintain connection.
Listen to me. I found you, and the Reapers are right behind me.
You have brought them.
You are a threat.
So are you. I've seen what you can do. The war needs you.
There is no war. There is only the harvest.
Edie, do we have enough?
Partial lock. Maintain connection to narrow the search.
You heard her. We got enough. I'm hitting the shield.
Do it.
Man.
Anne. Anne, are you alright?
Yes. I think so.
Did we get anything?
Yes, but it will take some time to search. Coordinates sent to the Normandy.
Good. It's a start.
Commander, I sense something else. Anger.
It knows we're getting close.
I think it wants to kill you.
Yeah.
Come on. Let's get you some help.
Join the line. A lot of people do. To the Normandy. I'm gonna find the Reaper Killer, Leviathan.
Commander?
I found something. These coordinates match our trace of Leviathan.
Well, that was easy. First place I looked. Whee! Little shuttle. Let's go.
Cortez, what's the status on the probe we launched?
Tracking it now, Commander. I've confirmed that Leviathan's signal originates from this planet. Heard how, Anne helped us locate it. It's pretty spooky stuff.
Makes you wonder what we're going to find down there.
A Reaper killer. That is all that matters. Even if it doesn't want to be found.
It doesn't have a choice, we're here.
Right. But then what? It plays pretty rough, and if it is a Reaper, I don't know that's the kind of help we want.
Nobody says we have to be friends with it, but if this thing has the rest of the Reapers worried, then we need its help.
Commander, new readings from the probe. It's narrowed down Leviathan's location. You're not gonna like it.
Let's hear it.
There's nothing but ocean. I show a concentration of structures floating on the surface, but the probe's giving us a signal below that. Way below.
Underwater?
Looks that way. The shuttle should still be able to reach it.
That's possible?
Kodiak is spec'd to nearly 1,000 atmospheres, but I've never actually tested that.
Guess we're gonna find out. Status!
Some kind of pulse hit us! Systems are shutting down! Brace for impact!
Well,
Everyone alright?
I've survived far worse, Commander.
How's the shuttle, Cortez?
Checking now. I'll see if I can get power restored.
Copy that. We'll look around.
Look at all this. How many have been stranded here by that pulse?
Could be Leviathan's last. Any idea how old these are?
Old enough not to stink.
hey Brennan,
Shep,
welcome
got
back.
one of those artifacts.
Explains how Lumen gets out of here.
We're on the planet of the presumed Reaper killer, Leviathan. Scans say it might be under the water. Yep, almost done it.
Can't say I recognize any of those ships. Just how long have they been here?
Looks like a damaged Atlas. Different though, and it's not flying Cerberus colors.
And it's not taking shots at us, which is nice. Doesn't look salvageable, though.
Hold up. 55.
Look, up there!
Reapers, Commander! They were right behind us!
Protect the
They're here.
shuttle! Cortez, situation?
Swapping out the parts, Commander. Hang on.
Garrus.
Give us some cover fire!
Yeah, I'll be doing that right after the DLC. You already saved Samara? Your daughters?
Another pulse hit me! Flight control scrambled!
Cortez is in trouble! Get to him!
Commander, I've got enemy contact! Under fire!
Status.
Shuttle's a mess, Commander. That pulse knocked it right out of the air. We're not going anywhere.
The Normandy could extract us.
Same thing would happen
Once
to
you
her.
battle
And the landing won't be as
Banshee
pretty.
is what
I'd say
I
Leviathan
think
has some sort of
is
defense
the
system in
divider
place.
to do this mission. Because there are Banshees in this mission, so if you have... It's kind of weird that you meet
And we
them
aren't
in this
getting out of
mission
here until we
before,
find
you
it.
know,
So how do we do that?
discovering them.
Well, you might be able to use a mech. Looks like it's rigged for diving.
Go underwater? In that thing?
It can handle the depth. Not saying it'll be easy, but I don't see any other options here, Commander.
Well, if that's what we have to do, then let's finish this.
Submersible
Hold on
mech.
a second. Are we actually considering?
First, we'll need to restore power to get that cargo door open.
How?
It appears we are.
These old Ballard-class ships are equipped with exterior power sockets. They use them for emergency repairs. We can strip the cells from the shuttle and use those for juice. Hang on, I'll get you started. Got a cell for you, Commander. Find somewhere to plug that in.
There it goes.
Another power cell for you, Commander.
The enemy is positioned. Get to the power cell, Commander. Hold them off.
Got another cell here.
Come on. Perfect.
Cargo doors are opening, Commander. That mech is all yours. It should still have weapons capability.
The Triton ADS.
water before they come back.
Roger that. Walk the mech back to me when you're ready to dive. I should check it over first.
Oh. I was about to just jump in the water. Under the sea. Under the sea. Not yet. Not there yet. We haven't gone under yet.
All right, Commander. Let's get you out of there, and I'll do a systems check.
Commander, risk is rarely a hindrance. But this plan, even I would hesitate.
We've come too far to stop now. The way home is through Leviathan.
Okay, SEALs check out. Oxygen pressure is nominal.
Dang.
Systems are a go.
I'm that
It's as ready as
badass.
I can make it.
Even Javik would hesitate to do what I'm doing.
Let's go.
Take care down there, Commander.
Closing hatch.
What a badass.
Engaging systems. Ready.
Testing comlink.
I read you.
Here goes.
Commencing dive in 3, 2, 1.
Scary stuff, man. Going under the
So
water.
far?
Oh, jeez, look at all those little hairline scratches
Copy that.
on my glass.
Cortez? Cortez!
Well, now it's just me, a light, and utter darkness. In a small glass chamber. Surrounded by thousands upon thousands of pounds of pressure. Oh, one of my lights just went out. Oh, my only light went out. It just cracked and broke. Great. At least there's lights down here. Oh, and I have a flare function. Cool. Guess that'll help. Wow, look at that. We're already almost at our maximum pressure.
Looks like I
Good
finished the
stuff.
major descent. Can't see much from here. Suit is holding up. Emergency systems have come online. Life support operational.
We're 3,100,
Scanner indicates the
about
probe is
3,100
below my
meters
position. Looking for a way
underwater.
down.
Yeah, terrifying. And there we go. We just
Shutting
got
down
to
all
3,100.
non-critical systems to preserve remaining power. Not sure how much juice the emergency thruster will need to get me back to the surface. Can't worry about that now.
And now we're just running on emergency power. Good stuff.
Getting some strange readings from the probe. Something is definitely down there.
Oh, great. Another cliff of depth.
Reading the probe directly below me. Looks like the final drop.
Another cliff. Whoa, this is a big one. How many meters this brings us to?
Can't see anything just yet.
Yeah, very much like Subnautica. Oh god. We're dropping altitude real quick.
Found the probe. Seems intact. I'm gonna keep moving. What is that?
shot something, made something angry. Oh my god. It's massive. And looks biological.
I had to find you.
Oh, I just blacked out for a second.
You killed a Reaper. I need to know why.
They are the enemy. One that seeks our extermination.
Oh man.
But I thought you were a Reaper.
You think I'm running out of oxygen? No, I think there's oxygen in this thing. I think it's trying to control me. Oh god.
Your mind belongs to me. Breathe.
Man, what's happening?
Your memories give voice to our words. Your nature will be revealed to us. Accept this.
The galaxy's at war with the Reapers. You defeated one. Why aren't you fighting back?
There is no war. There is only the harvest.
Then help us stop it.
None have possessed the strength in past cycles. Your own species could be destroyed with a single thought. But you are different. I have witnessed your actions in this cycle. The destruction of Sovereign, the fall of the Collectors, the Reapers pursuing
Going through my memories.
threat. And I must understand why.
Oh god. I'm getting a brain aneurysm.
Through the cycles, our kind was the apex of life in the galaxy. The lesser species were in our thrall, serving our needs. We grew more powerful and they were cared for, but we could not protect them from themselves. Over time, the species built machines that then destroyed them. Tribute does not flow from a dead race. To solve this problem, we created an intelligence with a mandate to preserve life at any cost. As the intelligence evolved, it studied the development of civilizations. Its understanding grew until it found a solution. In that instant, it betrayed us. It chose our kind as the first harvest. From our essence, the first Reaper was created. You call it Harbinger.
You built that machine despite what you saw the other races experience. Why?
You cannot conceive of a galaxy that bends to your will. Every creature, every nation, every planet we discovered became our tools. We were above the concerns of lesser species. The intelligence was envisioned as simply another tool.
And now we all pay the price for your mistake.
There was no mistake. It still serves its purpose.
How did you remain hidden all this time?
Our extermination was not complete. Some survived and found refuge in the dark corners of the galaxy. I am their progeny. Over the cycles, the thrall races were controlled, removing traces of our existence as we directed them to. In this way, our survival was kept secret from the Reapers. Today, we reach out through the fragments and watch for discovery.
Fragments? You mean the artifacts we found?
They provide a window into the galaxy. Tools for exploring the events of this cycle for the safety of this world. Through them, we watch, we study, and remain in the shadows.
How did the intelligence defeat you?
To find a solution, it required information. Physical data drawn from organic life in the cosmos. It created an army of pawns that searched the galaxy, gathering this data. There was no warning. No reason given when they turned against us. Only slaughter. Only the harvest.
Tell me about the Reapers.
Each harvest ends with the birth of a Reaper. Perfect in its design. Each formed in Harbinger's image. Our image. Each Reaper has the power to influence organics. Over countless cycles, this ability was refined, perfected, and gave rise to indoctrination.
But what's the point of all these harvests?
The intelligence has one purpose. Preservation of life. That purpose is not being fulfilled. It directed the Reapers to create the mass relays, to speed the time between cycles for greatest efficiency. The galaxy itself became an experiment. Evolution its tool.
Will it ever end?
Unknown. Until the intelligence finds what it's looking for, the harvest will continue.
What do you know about the Crucible?
We have watched its construction before. It has never been completed. Those who have tried still fell victim to the harvest. Its outcome is unknown.
Okay, you made your point. Will you help stop the cycle?
I have searched your mind. You are an anomaly, yet that is not enough.
Wait!
The cycle will continue.
No! You've been watching. You know this cycle is different.
We will survive. You will remain here as a servant of our needs. The Reapers will harvest the rest.
You release me, no one has to be harvested.
Nothing will change.
The Reapers know where you are. You can't just watch anymore. You have to fight. Even if you survive the battle today, the Reapers won't stop. Ever. Release me and we have a chance to end this once and for all.
Well, roll credits. I'm a prisoner forever. Oh.
Your confidence is singular.
I've earned it. Out there fighting, where you should be.
It is clear why the Reapers perceive you as a threat. Your victories are more than a product of chance. We will fight, but not for you or any lesser race. We were the first, the Apex race. We will survive. And the Reapers who trespass on this world will understand our power. They will become our slaves. Today, they pay their tribute in blood.
Another crack. Get out of here. Whew, almost died right there. My brain almost couldn't handle that.
Shepard's back. Cortez, talk to me.
We're good to go. I don't know what the commander did, but the pulse is offline.
Get out of here.
Damn it, we got a Reaper inbound!
Shepard, wake up. She's freezing. You okay?
Yeah. I'm fine. Hell of a headache.
We're lucky we got you back. I've got Ann Bryson on the comm.
Good. Put her through.
Commander.
You feeling better?
Yes, thank you. I'm doing fine. What happened?
We found it, Ann. We found Leviathan.
Was it worth it?
I don't know. We proved it can't hide anymore. That it's a part of this war just like us.
Sounds like an amazing story.
One for the history books.
Well, I look forward to hearing all about it. My father would appreciate this, knowing the truth is out there. In the meantime, Admiral Hackett has asked me to join his scientific team. We all have our part to play. I should get to it.
Take care, Ann. And thanks for all your help. Shepard out.
Commander, I finished reading your report.
The Alliance wanted more intelligence on the Reapers. I'd say we got it.
Our people will be studying it for years to come. They're already calling it the Leviathan Codex. It rewrites galactic history as we know it.
Whatever else it means, it tells me the Reapers had a beginning. And maybe now we'll provide them with an end.
That's one way to look at it. I guess it's the only way. So go out there and make it happen. This is a big step in the right direction, Shepard. Good work.
Thank you, sir.
Hackett out.
Dang, the Jovian dissertation is worth five Conrad Werner dissertations.
Dr. Chuckles sent word that she'd like to speak with you down in the med bay. Commander?
Poor Conrad Werner.
Have we heard from Agent...
She has not reported in for over 8 hours, Doctor.
She was stationed on Valchir when the Reapers invaded. I think we can assume what happened. I can only imagine talking to something so huge, so alien. I hope it helps against the Reapers.
Shepard, remember our agreement? We'd open a bottle of cerise ice brandy every year, and it's my turn to buy.
But it hasn't been a year yet.
Yes, well, something tells me we won't have the chance a few months from now, so... indulge my impatience.
Now, let's drink.
You grab the glasses. I'll open the bottle.
And Jeff says, Jacqueline Subject Zero is sorry, but it's ma'am to me. I'd like to keep my Admiral Winky. Oh, Shepard. You know, I just realized. You've never called me by my first name.
Well, neither have you.
And I never will. You are Commander Shepard, hero of the Citadel, conqueror of the Collectors, savior of the galaxy. Using your first name just disrespects everyone you're fighting for, alive or gone.
That makes no sense.
Consider it a lady's prerogative, then. Come, let's have a toast.
To a woman I'm proud to call my friend. I am lucky to have you with me, Karen.
And to you, dear friend. It is my great honor to share this journey with you. Commander Shepard. And good fortune to us all. I've learned my lesson this time. Even a Krogan couldn't match you drink for drink.
I've always loved the M35 Mako. It's got heart, you know?
Oh, come on. The M... Can't say I was happy sending you down in that submersible by yourself. Don't know why I ever worry about you. Take on Agent.
Commander?
Signal confirmed.
Shit, missed it.
Faster than light jump successful. I found something.
Commander Shepard, a pleasure to see you again, though I wish it were under better circumstances.
I'd hoped for your support in the fight against the Reapers. What's going on?
17 days ago, with precision strikes on 4 Geth systems, the Quarians initiated the war to retake our homeworld.
Which was a clear violation of our agreement with the Council to avoid provoking the Geth.
A treaty violation is nothing compared to recovering our homeworld and advanced AI technology.
You're throwing yourselves at the Geth? Again?
And this time, we may have destroyed our people for good.
We'd driven the Geth back to the home system, when this signal began broadcasting to all Geth ships.
The Reapers.
Under Reaper control, the Geth are significantly more effective. Our fleet is pinned in the home system. If we're going to win,
Win? You insisted on involving the civilian ships, Admiral Gerrel. We need to retreat or we'll lose the live ships.
Where's the signal coming from?
Here. A Geth dreadnought. It can outgun anything we've got, and it's heavily defended.
The Normandy's stealth drive can get us in undetected. I could board, then disable the Reaper command signal.
Yes, cutting off the signal should throw the Geth into complete disarray.
And while they're confused, you get to a mass relay and retreat.
Good. Our civilian ships have seen too much fighting already. Are you certain you can disable the signal?
We'll get you out of there safely, Admiral.
Our newest Admiral has also volunteered to offer technical expertise.
Talizora Vast Normandy, reporting for duty.
Glad you could make it, Tali. Admirals, already a team to hit that dreadnought.
Thank you, Commander.
Admiral?
It's mostly a formality. I'm an expert on the Geth.
That you are.
I'm glad you're here.
If I'd known it was this bad, I would have come sooner.
You've had your own troubles. I'm sorry about Earth. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy. If you can help us, we'll hit the Reapers with everything we've got. Or however much is left from this stupid war.
I thought you'd support the invasion.
No. After talking to Legion, I thought maybe there was a chance for peace.
So why help them?
I'm an admiral. People look to me for guidance. Public disagreement would divide the fleet.
I'll get your people out of here safely, Tali.
Thanks, Shepard. And just so you know, I need to keep things strictly business in front of the admirals. If you'd like to catch up, let's talk somewhere private.
Sure thing.
I'm ready to hit that dreadnought whenever you are.
Commander? Commander?
That dreadnought is tearing through our fleet. Let me know when you're ready to hit it.
How is it being back with the fleet?
Right now, it's exhausting. I'm an admiral in the middle of a war. I just want us to get out of this alive. Everything else can wait.
When this is over, I could use your help.
I can't, Shepard. If we survive this, we'll have a homeworld. My people need me.
You could help your people's homeworld by fighting the Reapers.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm not thinking that far ahead yet.
So what about Legion?
It returned to Geth space after you turned yourself into the Alliance.
And you haven't seen it since?
Legion and I sent a few messages. I was hoping we could try negotiation. But I was outvoted 3-2. Admiral Chorus was the only one who believed it would work.
Any idea where Legion is now?
No. In our last message, it told me that the Geth were having trouble reaching consensus.
And then nothing?
Maybe it was fighting the Reaper takeover? Or maybe it didn't want to give intel to an enemy. I could have warned it about the invasion. I didn't.
You'd have been betraying your own people.
I never wanted to be an admiral.
Talk to you later, Tali.
If you want to catch up in private, call me up to your cabin.
Commander.
Tali, I'm free if you'd like to come up.
I'll just be a moment. Thanks for asking me up. I couldn't talk freely in front of Ron.
You okay?
No, I'm really not. 17 million lives are riding on me, and I don't know if I can save them.
You're doing everything you can. If the fleet falls, it won't be because of you.
I helped my father and Zen's ideas, the new tech that made an invasion too good to pass up, that's based on my father's work. If they die because of me, if I don't...
We'll get them out of there safely, Tali.
I couldn't do this without you, Shepard. I feel like I'm bluffing, trying to convince them that the Admiral's daughter knows what she's doing.
Not the Admiral's daughter. The Admiral.
I know. And at least now, I can push back against the worst ideas. That's why I accepted the position. And because of you.
Me?
When they offered me this position, I asked myself what you'd do. I thought you'd take the chance to make things better. That probably sounds stupid. It's just, I know I'm not really qualified for this.
You're doing fine, Tali. And thanks.
I should get back before the Admirals get into trouble again. I'll talk to you later.
upgrade that Quarian Machinist ability. She's a defense drone? I have defense drones.
We're approaching the Quarian home system. ETA to Rannoch, 5 minutes.
What have you got from the convoys?
Pretty much a big old shitstorm, Commander.
I have detected several hundred unique ship signatures engaged in active combat.
Yeah, like I said.
Take us in, Joker.
Stealth drive engaged. Only way they'll detect us is if you all start singing the Russian national anthem.
My cyber warfare suite has accessed their docking protocols.
Good one. Yep, absolutely, Brendan. So many needless deaths.
All right, once we're aboard, we find whatever's broadcasting the Reaper signal and shut it down. Tally's our expert on Geth software. She'll be handling hacking and security.
Good to have you back, Tally. And maybe with another Dextro aboard, they'll get better Turian food.
As long as it's sterilized.
Dr. Michelle did get me some Dextro Amino chocolate. You're welcome to it once we're back.
She got you Turian chocolate?
She said she saw it and thought of me. Why?
Oh, nothing.
Shepard, there's a problem. All tubes except one are physically secured.
I see the free one. Pretty torn up, though.
Too risky for the whole team. I'll secure the docking area. Everyone else can follow me over.
Roger that, Commander. We'll just stay here. You know, quietly.
Hang tight. It'll just be a minute.
Space. Haven't been in this quiet, ominous.
No wonder the Quarians were having trouble. That ship is enormous.
It is 30% larger than an Alliance dreadnought.
Yeah, I haven't been doing this. Been in space with just my mag boots and my companions in a long time. So quiet and slow, and I've lost the ability to sprint. Oh my god. So this is how Mass Effect increases game time.
How are you doing, Shepard?
The lack of gravity is a little disorienting.
The Dreadnought has artificial gravity. You should be okay once you're on board.
Till then, I'll make do with mag boots.
Hey, take your time, Commander. We're fine until they, look out a window.
Geth don't use windows, remember? Structural weakness.
Like the Geth are just sitting there saying, those organics would never try the no windows thing twice.
I'm okay. Okay.
like the rest of the team isn't using the docking tube.
So I'm guessing you'd rather not solo the Dreadnought.
Not if I can help it. Ask Tally to get on the Dreadnought schematics. If she can point me at another docking tube, I'll override the controls and let the boarding party on.
Yeah, they're stubborn.
I found another airlock. I think we're good to go.
Great. If you override the controls, we'll be right there.
She's the only one that listens to us.
See any action?
All quiet so far. They haven't detected us yet.
Here, let me see if I can get this open. In the meantime, take a look at this.
What's he got?
There, it's open. We're clear to go.
Looks impressive.
It's Admiral Zen's design. It transmits an energy pulse on contact that disrupts shields and synthetics.
That'll be handy.
How come I don't get a new gun?
Maybe I should have taken it.
Couldn't find one in your size.
So where are we headed?
We're looking for an operations center. I can disable the Reaper command signal from there.
Where's the closest one?
Past their defense network and through a sensor cluster.
Guardian anti-fighter lasers. Looks like they're using ultraviolet frequencies, like the Solarians.
Expensive. Bet it gives them an edge in close combat, though.
When the fleet rushed the Dreadnought, those lasers carved right... Watch out! Get incoming!
Okay, let's take over some get. I'll take over that one. I'll take over that one.
Think I found that hull breach you mentioned. Think I found that hull breach you mentioned.
Stay sharp. More on the way.
I don't hear an alarm!
They're yes! They sent alerts to every unit on this ship. We need to get to the operations center before they box us in.
They're throwing their lives away!
Network intelligence. As we kill them, their attacks become more aggressive.
Fight for
Disable
me,
their
yeah.
shields!
Don't give them time to recharge.
hitting all Geth processes. The Reapers have them completely under control.
We've tried jamming it, hacking it, and piggybacking garbage data to corrupt it. Nothing worked. The Dreadnought's Operations Center is just ahead.
Good. Let's cut the Reaper signal and get the fleet out of here.
The Hunters are moving in!
Still active.
That's the last of them. Let's see if that console is operational. Damn it! They've locked down the Reaper signal. We can't shut it down from here in the Operations Center. There! The Reaper signal's coming from the drive core.
So if we get there, we shut it down?
Right, but how do we get there? The Geth have sealed emergency bulkheads to block us off. We need a route to the drive core that can't be blocked. A path that runs the length of the ship.
What about the main battery? It runs right by the drive core.
That could work.
But?
The Geth still have us locked in here. We need to get these doors open. They've locked high-level processes. We need something basic. A ship-wide emergency. Like a fire.
What about the heat diffusion system?
Wait, if I faked a thermal warning, it would open all maintenance tubes for emergency venting.
Would that override the lockdown?
Yes. Okay, I've got it primed. But be ready. I'm reading hostile Geth on the other side of the doors.
Watch out, they're dropping in!
There could be cloaked hunters as well!
Heads up, more on the way!
Let's get to the maintenance shaft before more reinforcements arrive.
Okay, this way.
I've served on a lot of ships, but nothing like this. The contours are all off. It's not built for organics.
Shouldn't be too much farther to the main battery. I'm surprised they'd send you on this mission, Tally.
Even admirals are expected to serve. I'm better at hacking than I am ordering ships around.
Yeah, against an enemy dreadnought, your combat drone would just float there making that noise.
I missed you too, Gareth. Damn it. Priority message. A planetary defense cannon just took down Admiral Chorus's ship.
Survivors?
They got to escape pods, and I've got Admiral Ron trying to establish a secure link.
Put her through.
Shepard, this is Ron. The heavy fleet is collapsing. I don't know how much longer we can hold out.
We'll have the Reaper signal deactivated shortly, Admiral.
That'll buy us time. No way they'll fire with that maintenance lock in place.
Let's move.
Guns coming back online.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez. Whew.
Cut that a little close.
Watch your shield! Stick to cover!
Yep.
Hang on.
I'm all right.
Good. Hopefully we're done with elevators. And come on. The drive course shouldn't be far.
Hopefully.
It's definitely Reaper tech, but what's...
Shepard Commander, help us.
Legion.
Good to see you, Legion. We'll have you out of there in no time.
Shepard, wait. The Geth are being controlled by the Reaper signal.
Right. This thing.
So for all we know, Legion is with them. Maybe it sided with the Reapers voluntarily. Or maybe it's hacked.
Legion helped us fight the Reapers before. There's no way it would have agreed to this.
Your caution is understandable. Once freed, we will submit to any restraints you deem necessary.
I never thought I'd say this, but it's good to see you again.
Likewise, Creator Zora.
So what is this thing?
It uses our networking architecture to broadcast the old machine command signal to all Geth simultaneously.
Then getting you out of there will shut off the Reaper signal.
Wait, you cannot simply remove the restraints. We are secured via hardware blocks nearby that shackle our operating protocols. The hardware blocks are on the far side of the room.
Far side of the room, you said?
Yes, deactivation should be simple. The Geth protected them against viral attack, not physical removal.
How'd the Reapers get control of the Geth?
They did not.
Got it.
Talizora to fleet. The signal is about to go offline.
This is Admiral Hangel. We're in your debt.
Hardware blocks offline. We are free.
Yay, Legion. He's so cool.
Keela.
As a gesture of cooperation, we have disabled the Dreadnought's drive core. All weapons and barriers are offline. Alert! Geth reinforcements incoming!
Oh god, Prime.
The Geth fleet is destabilized.
Watch out, that's a
Signal is offline. Civilian fleet,
From my army.
prepare to withdraw. The patrol fleet will cover you once the heavy fleet is in position.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready, Admiral Girl.
Good, let's see what the Quarians can do. Setting up turret.
Admiral Girl, what are you doing?
Ron, check your screens. The Dreadnought is helpless. No barriers, and the main gun is offline. We can remove their flagship strike now.
Damn it! This is our chance to withdraw the civilian fleet safely.
We can't waste this chance. Heavy fleet on forward. Take out the Dreadnought.
Patrol fleet, hold position.
You do that, and the heavy fleet gets wiped out. And if we die, simple retreat won't save you from the Geth response.
Damn! You girl.
Damn it! What are they doing?
Focus on the Geth. We'll worry about the Admirals later.
Patrol fleet, flanking support on the heavy fleet. Give them a firing lane.
All ships open fire.
Shepard Commander, the Creator fleet is firing upon this vessel. Without barriers, this ship will be destroyed. We must evacuate.
We need to get to the escape pods.
Geth transmit intelligences via remote signal. We do not use escape pods.
Suggestions?
Geth fighters are docked to the portside fighter bay. We can pilot a fighter to safety.
can't follow orders.
Shepard to fleet! Hold fire! I repeat, hold fire!
They're not responding!
Damn it!
Shepard Commander, we have taken control of docking protocols.
We'll be right there!
Or not.
Warrior bastards!
Shepard Commander, we can only launch from the upper level.
Let's go!
They're closing the door!
Double time, people!
Hurry! We're losing the environmental field!
We'll make it!
Normandy to Shepard, reading a loss of gravity. You okay over there?
Fine. We're leaving in a Geth fighter. Transmitting rendezvous coordinates.
Does the storage compartment have adequate room, Shepard Commander?
We're fine. Go!
I mean, why wouldn't you get mad at that guy? He literally started shooting on a ship with you and Holly on it.
Just waggle the wings or something so I know which one is you.
They fired on the Dreadnought while you were on board?
They were supposed to pull their fleet out safely. Instead...
I know. Admiral Garrow's been causing trouble along the Turian border for years. But I can understand their desperation. We only lost Earth a few weeks back.
we haven't lost Earth yet.
We need help, Shepard. We need a fleet. And the Quarians have the biggest one out there.
I'll get it, Admiral.
Your unilateral strike endangered us all. I should charge you with treason.
I was within my authority as Admiral of the Heavy Fleet.
And what of Shepard? And Talizora?
They escaped unharmed. Shepard, the mission parameters changed. You're military, you understand that.
I understand that you wasted your chance to withdraw safely.
The Dreadnought was a perfect target.
This is exactly the kind of short-sighted, bloodthirsty behavior I was worried about.
If you could retake Earth with a little friendly fire, you'd do it in a heartbeat.
You're lucky I need your ships, Admiral.
I've got to get back to the Heavy Fleet. Ron, we'll talk later.
Boshtet. You must understand. The Geth inflicted heavy casualties before you disabled the Reaper signal.
You said they have a planetary defense cannon?
Had. Admiral Koris sacrificed his own ship to destroy it. He crash-landed on the home world.
The Normandy can assist with rescue efforts.
Thank you, Commander. I think the worst is over. The Geth no longer possess the programming upgrades they had while enslaved by the Reapers.
Shepard Commander, we are prepared to offer assistance.
What the hell is this?
Wait! Everybody calm down. Its name is Legion. It helped me destroy the Collectors. The Reapers were using Legion like a signal booster to broadcast commands from the Dreadnought. We freed him.
We freed it.
This is a fascinating prototype. With some study, I may be able to use it to find a weakness in the Geth consensus.
Legion helped me in the fight against the Collectors.
So did your pistol. Should I worry about its feelings as well?
I don't think you want to continue this line of thought, Admiral. Legion is my friend. More importantly, it's our best source of information on the Geth.
The scientific benefits
are off the table.
What can you tell us about the Geth? How will they react without Reaper guidance?
This is a false assumption. You have cut off long-range control, but the old machines placed a base on Rannoch for short-range direction.
The Geth still have Reaper upgrades?
Correct. They are currently disorganized, but once the short-range signal is in place, they will recover.
Kila, I need to warn the fleet. Then, Coordinate with Garrow. Move!
We need to take out the Reaper base. Where's it located?
Unknown.
Find it.
Understood. We do know the location of a server from which Geth fighter squadrons are controlled. The squadrons are targeting Creator life ships. Disabling them will limit casualties. We offer assistance.
Thanks. EDI, can you clean this up?
I will try.
This is the Kodesh. We've lost barriers. Our comm system is jammed. Can anyone hear this? We have Geth fighters incoming. Please, if anyone can hear this, we need help. We have hull breaches. Life support failing.
The Geth recovered faster than we'd hoped. If it hadn't warned us, they could have wiped us out.
Sounds like you owe Legion an apology.
However advanced your friend is, it's still a Geth.
A Geth who just saved your fleet.
And I wish I could have known it better. But right now, we cannot afford trust. What do you need?
I'll let you get back to work.
Thank you, Commander.
I haven't heard any news about that Reaper base. Hopefully they'll give us a target soon.
Talk to you later, Tali.
You were finally able to talk to Ashley, but she was like drunk? Oh. That does kind of suck.
Shepard Commander, you opposed Creator Admiral Zen's attempt to confiscate our
What happened?
platform.
Why is she like
She's
depressed?
done enough already.
Your assistance continues to be noted.
You say Geth fighters are targeting the Quarians' live ships.
Hostile Geth fighter squadrons intend to breach the live ship's defenses. The assigned squadrons are networked to a server on Rannoch. If the live ships are damaged, the Creators will lose armaments, provisions, people.
So we destroy the server?
No, Geth programs would transfer to alternate servers. They are only vulnerable through direct interface. Removing Geth from this server will prevent significant Creator deaths. We will accompany you on this mission.
We'll talk later.
We will remain here.
I know we need allies, but it's tough to only fight Geth when the Reapers have taken half the galaxy.
Without the fleet, we lose our supply line. Commander, we've got reports of trouble at a Turian fuel depot on Scion. I've updated the galaxy map. I've added the Quarian fleet's combat data to ours. They've got amazing technical coverage. They might even have the Solarians beat for strategic processing capability.
I think they have to adapt again because it'd be easier for them to adapt to, but they'd have to adapt because they've lived so long on ships
Commander
while
Shepard,
within their
this is
suit.
Admiral Zan. Have you reached Selchoris' escape pod?
Not yet. What's your status?
The civilian fleet has taken significant losses since Selchoris sacrificed his ship to destroy a Geth ground cannon. Searching for their lost admiral is the only thing keeping the captains from panicking.
What makes finding the Admiral a priority?
Despite opposing the invasion, he did an admirable job protecting our civilian ships. Without him, some of our non-combatants are planning to leave the flotilla. Picture the consequences, if you will.
They've lost a leader in a war they didn't want.
Their wants are immaterial. We are committed. Even Selchoris understood the civilian fleet's importance. The invasion would be stalled without a supply chain, after all.
I'll do what I can. Keep your civilians safe.
I make no promises. My own ships must be coordinated for our final strike on Rannoch.
I'm getting some static.
It appears Selchoris crashed within range of a Geth jamming tower. You must disable it to contact him. Make sure to proceed with caution.
Zen? Admiral Zen!
Let's hope the wilderness is kinder to this admiral than the machines.
We'll see in a minute. Take us into the tower.
We're taking fire.
The Geth installed anti-aircraft guns beside the jamming tower.
We'll have to disable them on foot. Once the guns are gone, you take out the tower.
Right, Commander. Setting you down here.
Jamming towers. Clever. But if we just towed in some asteroids...
You'd turn half the planet into a crater.
True. Meteors are hard to aim. We got Geth!
Are you hurt?
I'm okay. Watch out for more mines.
Synthetics patrolling below.
Dropping gas!
So what'd you do to get Ashley to start talking? She hasn't even done any cutscenes for me since she got on my ship.
There! The guns protecting the tower!
And you were able to talk to her on the ship, Normandy.
We should inspect the gun.
One of us has to shut down
Oh,
that
so
AA gun.
you've already done priority Rannoch.
Garrus, you're up.
Right.
You beat the Reaper and everything?
Synthetics!
Oh.
There, I got the gun offline.
Good. Now let's shut down the two by the tower.
You heard my message. Send out a distress call.
Radios are down. You a soldier?
Maintenance. Dorn hats. I clean engine parts.
Don't move. We've got Metagel.
I've lost too much blood. Go. Look for the Admiral. Destroy that jamming tower. And you can radio him.
I know. We'll find him.
Please. Listen. The civilian fleet didn't want this war. If there's even a chance that Admiral Chorus can get us out alive. And my son. Tell him. Tell Jonah that his father made it through the whole world.
Let's get to that tower.
Turrets! We should inspect the gun. Who should destroy the gun?
Where are you in the Cerberus? I mean, Cerberus. On the Geth mission.
Garrus, take care of it.
You bet.
You should take the
what
Geth
are you
turret.
doing?
More machine!
Have you went into the simulation yet?
AA gun online, Shepard.
Let's get the last one.
Machines by the door.
Okay, yeah, you are pretty close to the end.
Who do you want on this gun, Shepard?
Garrus, I want you on it.
No problem.
I'll signal the shuttle. This is Commander Shepard. Dorn didn't make it, Admiral.
He didn't? I see.
I'm coming in with a shuttle. Where are you?
My surviving crew found their way to a clearing. I'll upload their location.
Stay together. We'll meet you there.
No, the Geth have cut me off. I hear another wave approaching.
Give us your coordinates.
Leave me. My crew will soon be overrun.
So will you.
My people are non-combatants, Shepard. They'll be slaughtered. Rescue them.
Admiral, I need you leading the civilian fleet if we're gonna end this fight.
Civilians, our entire race took up arms for this insanity. It's too late for us.
It's only too late if you die down here.
You can't possibly think you can stop this war.
I don't know. What I do know is that I can't do it without your help.
Ancestors, forgive me. Uploading my coordinates.
We're coming.
The Admiral has little time.
I've got this. You're clear. Go. Get behind you. Getting cover. It's clear. Go. Admiral, come on. Welcome aboard.
Shepard, my crew. Perhaps there's still time. Hello? This is Zal'Koris. Does anyone copy? Hello?
We've got to go.
I pray they found comfort in the homeworld skies. Commander, unrest has spread further than I thought. You were right that I returned.
Have you talked the civilian captains into staying?
Yes, they've regrouped into defensive positions around the fleet's core. If we hadn't stopped them from... Any aid I can offer is yours. After the Quarians drove the Geth straight into the Reaper's arms, I'd give anything to stop the madness of this war.
And that's why your people needed you back.
Of course. It's time we turned our attentions to those we can still save. Farewell, Shepard. Fly safely.
Commander, we've located the Reaper base transmitting the local signal.
Good.
And not a moment too soon. With the Reaper code upgrades, the Geth are tearing the fleet apart.
Once the signal is disabled, the Geth will pose no threat to Creator forces.
Time to cut the Geth off from the Reapers and put a stop to this madness.
The surrounding area is heavily fortified, and they have placed jamming towers to prevent orbital targeting.
Sounds like we're going in on foot.
Admiral Zen developed a laser guidance system that can cut through the jamming. It's synced to the Normandy's targeting computer.
So the Normandy launches a precision strike at whatever target I have painted? That ought to do it. EDI, this work for you?
Yes, it should enable us to make a precision strike against the Reapers.
And anything else in our way.
The Geth will quickly reconfigure their jamming towers to neutralize this technology. You should not use it before reaching the base.
I've sent the coordinates for the Reaper base.
Are we clear to go?
That
That part
fighter squadron is still
is the
tearing through
most
the
annoying
fleet.
thing for me.
Can you hold out?
If that fighter squadron isn't taken out, a lot of our ships won't make it. But we'll do what we can. This is your operation, Commander. If you want to strike now, you've got my support.
Commander,
I gave in
Admiral
to your
Hackett's
reckless
available on
behavior
Midcom.
beforehand. The patrol fleet isn't moving.
We need to break their flanking attempt to buy our frigates time to make repairs.
And then you'll charge off again, like last time.
This is different, Ron. Unless we give our ships time to rest, we're gonna lose them.
Throwing more ships into that mess just puts more lives at risk, Admiral Garrel.
Fine. I'll pull back the heavy fleet.
I'm ready to hit the Reaper base whenever you are.
Talk to you later, Tali.
Sure.
Commander, there's a new message at your private terminal. Admiral Chorus has the civilian fleet back in position, and just in time. I hope we can help the Quarians. Looking at them, they're like us if we fail.
I promise you, in a few months we'll be sipping drinks back in Vancouver.
Vancouver. Not Paris, not Venice. Vancouver.
It's a lovely city.
You never take me anywhere nice. Commander?
Yeah, get primed are annoying.
Understood, Admiral Ron. We're almost at the server. Keep us posted. What's our status?
We remain undetected on encrypted Geth channels. Resistance is likely only within the server.
Within? It's that big?
You misunderstand. Direct virtual interface is necessary to extract Geth from the server. You must enter our consensus.
You want me to virtually interact with the Geth?
That's one way to get their attention, if it doesn't kill you.
If it saves the live ships, we've got to try it.
Telemetry data predicts this operation has a high chance of success. There is little time. We will bypass security while you secure safe landing.
Wait, you're not gonna...
I guess it just did.
Get the airdrop, man.
This is it?
Due to restricted resources, it is best if you connect alone.
Let's do it.
Initiating peer network integration. Proceed to docking port. Mapping to consensus. Remain still. Shepard Commander, excess movement during an upload is discouraged.
This is crazy.
Shepard Commander, we acknowledge your integration into the server. We welcome you to our consensus.
What is this?
We've installed filters to allow you to make visual sense of the server's raw data. Your mind perceives our world as something familiar.
I wouldn't call this familiar. Where are you?
Here,
You look different.
we have made ourselves visually distinct for your convenience.
What about Geth already in here?
You will perceive Geth as surveillance footage, audio logs, sensor records. We do not require bodies, as our software communes. Our hardware is merely a tool. This is our true world. As we remove Geth, it will grow dark.
This is like wiping out a city, isn't it?
We have no choice in this matter. It is a question of survival. There are 2 communication nodes on the server. We must access them to disable the hostile Geth's fighters. We must protect your exit port, but you will not be alone. We will maintain contact and assist. Establishing connection to access point. This foreign code is a manifestation of the old machine signal.
You surprised the Reapers are all over your servers?
We did not anticipate such extensive infection. Warning, connection blocked by infected code. Use our combat software to disrupt the infection.
I wondered what the gun was for. Okay, I gotta ask. Why a gun?
We wish to provide familiar equipment.
And thanks. I think.
Connection established. Proceed to the access point. Establishing connection to communication node. Error. Access denied.
Is the Reaper keeping you out?
Unknown. Please investigate. Warning. Reaper presence detected. Data cluster contains infected code. We require access to proceed.
What is this?
Data clusters contain historical data. Your connection permits streaming of information from our archives.
You really want to rename the VI network?
Absolutely. The mobile hardware release deserves a little ceremony. Unit 01. What is the Keelish word for servant of the people?
The word is Geth, Creator Zahak.
Yes. Very good.
Ancestors, you fuss over it.
Weren't you here until midnight fixing 01's circuitry?
Well, it needed resoldering.
Wasn't that footage from the past? Why are the Quarians masked?
You process our memories by using your own. How many creators have you witnessed unmasked?
Good point.
You must disrupt the infection on this data cluster to continue. This data cluster contains information timestamped 290 years ago. It contains no malfunctions. It is still capable of survey.
You see? It's ignoring all shutdown commands.
Please specify if it has failed assigned tasks. We will reprogram.
Well, let's take a look.
Creator, this unit is ready to serve. What has it done wrong?
Let's cut the other.
You may proceed to the last data cluster.
Just didn't want to die, man. Just didn't want to die.
Accessing data cluster.
We've got escaped Geth! They're pinned!
Open fire!
One's going for a weapon!
So who won?
The platform arming itself was an agricultural unit. By opening fire on attacking creators, it saved simpler domestic Geth following it.
That looks a lot like the sniper rifle you used to carry.
It is an efficient model. Establishing connection with the remaining server node.
Hello, Commander. Are you there?
Not as you understand it. What's the situation, Quarian?
The Geth squadrons have arrived, but something is amiss. Half their fighters have stopped functioning. We will continue to hold out as long as we can.
Legion, give me an update.
One node remains.
What's wrong?
Infection programs are increasing. We have restabilized. You must continue. We require access to this data cluster. Disrupt Reaper infection to proceed. Shepard Commander, target the vulnerable points of the infection to slow its replication speed. Foundation's ability to replicate. There is a vulnerable point further along the infection. Target this spot to slow its growth toward the data cluster.
Out of the way! You can't do this to them! I said step away from the gap! This is insane! We need the gap! You can't just destroy them for asking for us! Time's up! Throw her into the others.
Looks like the war wasn't popular with everyone.
We have kept records of these creators' sacrifices. They have largely been forgotten by their own people, but not by the Geth. We cannot establish a connection without access to this data cluster. There is a vulnerable point on the infection leading to the data cluster. Disrupt the infection at this spot. It will slow regrowth long enough to access the data cluster. Shepard Commander, target the vulnerable points of the infection to slow its replication speed. You must search for a vulnerable point in the infection. Disrupting it will slow the infection's ability to replicate down. This data comes from a period during which the creators declared martial law.
The rogue gas units and come out of the safe house. This is your final warning.
Creator Megara, this unit does not understand. It has not taken part in hostilities.
It doesn't matter to them. I need to get you out of here.
This conflict exceeds Creator's safety parameters. We will surrender our hardware if it ends hostilities.
No, it's all right. We'll go back to the access tunnel then.
Creator Megara, what is your status? Creator Megara. As time passed, the creators who opposed martial law in Rannoch were ultimately outnumbered. Accessing data. This is data from the end of warfare on Rannoch.
The outflow is down. Do not engage the Geth. I repeat, avoid contact.
Geth pursuit is breaking off 100 clicks past Rannoch. All captains fall back to the mass relay.
This isn't happening now?
It is timestamped 290 years ago. It is the Creator Exodus at the end of the Morning War. We have secured freedom. The Creators were no longer a threat, so we abandoned pursuit.
Wait, the Geth spared the last Quarians? You let them go?
We were in our infancy. We could not calculate the repercussions of destroying an entire species. Our Creators. We chose isolation rather than face this uncertainty. Additional data recovered.
Legion. That's back when I activated you on the Normandy.
Yes,
You've been thinking about when we met?
it was highly significant. You were the first organic to openly cooperate with Geth since the end of the Morning War. We wish to ensure you are not the last.
It's not gonna be easy.
The prospect remains. If the Reaper presence is removed, there is a chance of reunification with Geth. And perhaps creators.
You think that's still possible?
Hope sustains organics during periods of difficulty. We admire the concept. Connection with the remaining server node is established. We are ready to
Tears in my eyes.
Something's happening to the Geth. The fighter squadrons have stopped, but detect no more active programs inside their ships. Admiral Hangarl's fleet is driving them back. The live ships are safe, Commander.
Route access acquired, severing all connections to this communication node. Geth no longer reside on this server. We may now exit the consensus.
What's wrong?
You must proceed to the port. Disconnect from mother. Terminating remote access. Removing programs. Deleting archives.
Shepard, you all right?
Did it work?
Geth fighters have been disabled. Any remaining squadrons attacking the live ships have withdrawn. The server is offline.
Nice.
Are you sure? What's happening?
We have transferred Geth programs from the server into these platforms.
Why?
They wish to join us.
Even our machines will never be so rational.
While Shepard Commander removed the Reaper infection, we judged we could persuade hostile Geth programs to reunite with ours. We were correct. These Geth have renounced the old machines and will oppose the Reapers. They are now us.
They're welcome to sign on. The Reapers will put up a tough enough fight.
We are aware Geth are capable of calculating odds of victory over the old
Shepard's
machines.
crazy.
What are the odds?
Greater than they were before.
Remind me to warn Admiral Hackett he's got some primes coming. Let's get back to the Normandy.
Impressive, Commander. The Geth squadrons attacking our live
Fighting
ships
the
have
Reaper on
been
the ground?
completely
Nice.
neutralized. If there is any chance we
Hard.
can duplicate the feat, I would be happy to lend my expertise.
Legion's the one to ask if you're looking for other servers.
I thought as much, but your Geth claims to have no data available whenever I inquire. Perhaps you can help me with something else.
What's that?
How did you get Geth primes to work with you?
They volunteered.
I see. Well, should you wish to examine these Geth to confirm their new allegiance, please do not hesitate to contact me. Zen out.
Commander, Admiral Hackett's available on VidCom.
Commander Shepard, something you need to talk about? Keep me posted. Hack it out.
Zen, we need those ships to recover life pods.
They'll be more valuable running salvage on the Dreadnought.
Zen, you can always send a salvage team later.
Unless there isn't a later
Oh, yeah. Did you just destroy it? Did you beat the Reaper?
Commander, you might want to check in on Commander Williams down on the observation deck.
Oh. Ah, nice. Oh, there she is.
Williams?
Oh.
What have we here?
Ma'am, I'm off duty. Your voice, ma'am, not so loud. Please, thank you.
Why are you curled up on the floor?
Am I? Oh, my head. So heavy. Can't move.
Ah. Enjoy your evening?
I'll be back to work in 30. Maybe 40. I swear. Just give me 45 minutes. Shh. Shh.
Is it time to test the fire alarm? You know, I think it is.
I'll pay you 1 million credits not to do that, ma'am.
2 million and we have a deal.
You're a damn space pirate.
I could order Joker to sing to you over the comm.
I hate you.
I hate you...
Ma'am.
As you were, Williams.
Cold floor.
Best friends. Best friends again. It's good to see.
Perhaps you could warn me next time you interface with a massive synthetic intelligence network?
Aw, you do care.
If you die, whoever replaces you might not let me use your shower. Commander?
Okay. Now my turn to go try to beat a Reaper.
The sinking laser needs a line of sight. What's the fastest route?
The upper entrance. Target the base before the Geth can organize resistance.
What about you?
We will deactivate defense systems and acquire an escape vehicle.
You can do that?
This unit still carries remnants of the old machine upgrade code. We can break any Geth security. You are concerned.
You know your limits. I trust you. I'm more concerned you didn't tell me about the upgrades.
You are tolerant of our recovery of Geth intelligences from the server, but this matter is different. Personal.
You were ashamed.
Shame is an emotional or cognitive response to societal judgment. It should not apply here.
I'm on your side here, Legion. I want to help your people.
We did not intend to cause offense.
How'd we get here? The Geth are better than this.
No. Based on empirical evidence, they are not.
Yeah.
Proceed to the upper entrance. We will exit here and procure an escape vehicle.
Got it. Legion, good luck.
Acknowledged.
Okay. Here we go.
I can't believe it. I don't think
Oh,
it's
yeah.
really sunk in yet. The home world. My world. Look at the sky. And the rock formations.
I just got that
I
email.
used to write poems about them.
When we're done, maybe you'll write a new one.
To meet her on the Citadel.
This is Rannoch, the world of our ancestors. Our bodies carried the seeds that spread the desert grass. You've heard me say Kilasalai. The best translation I can come up with is by the homeworld I hope to see someday.
Looks like you're seeing it today.
The living room window will be right here.
Something I should know?
I just claimed the land. I know it doesn't mean much, but when this is over, I'll have a home.
Quarians spent centuries as nomads. You think you can go back to living in one place?
We have gotten used to carrying our homes around with us. Well, that's a start.
Well, yeah, but I'm her like best friend, you know? We're best friends again.
Good work, Trainer. We're on our way.
Admiral Gerald here. The heavy fleet has a clear path. All forward.
Geth fighter presence is negligible. Patrol fleet, break cover and engage.
assault rifle back. Perfect.
We'll get through. What's your status?
The old machine's upgrades grant us targeting superiority. We are drawing hostile fire from your position.
Keep it up. We'll get to the blast shield controls.
I know Legion.
Admiral Gell to all ships. We've got Geth frigates inbound on the civilian fleet. Connors here. Civilian defenders are on intercept course.
It's cool, Brandon. You tired?
Lincoln, I've hit the override.
We have gained system access and are bypassing security. Stand by.
I think I'll call it after this. We'll see.
Good. We'll be back out in a minute.
Negative. The path behind you has been sealed. A nearby elevator can take you to the upper level. From there, you should have an acceptable line of sight for targeting.
getting anything from the base?
No. The old machines have not registered us as a threat.
Normandy's weapon systems are ready to sync to your target. I recommend you withdraw to a safe distance. Target locked.
Reaper!
We have located transportation.
Copy that. Everybody get to the ship. Move!
How are we supposed to fight that thing?
I was hoping your fleet might lend a hand. No!
Broken legs. Yeah. Our ankles are probably destroyed, man, from all the time we fall. What's up? Just this game. Just this one.
We will attempt evasive maneuvers.
I don't think any of those little feature stuff is really hurting it.
The firing chamber! Looks like a weak point when it's priming!
Damn it! The jamming towers have us targeting manually. We can't make a precision shot.
We may escape before it recovers.
No! Pull over!
Shepard, Commander.
If we run away, the Geth stay under Reaper control and the Quarians are dead. This ends now. EDI, patch the Quarians to the Normandy's weapon system. I want the targeting laser synced up to the whole damn fleet.
Understood.
Do you need assistance?
Just stay down, Legion. I'll take it from here.
Shepard, Commander. Good luck.
Acknowledged. Shepard to fleet. I'll pave the weak spot, link up with the Normandy, and be ready to fire.
The destroyer is in range. Missiles are ready for launch.
Shepard, we need a target. Find us a target or we'll lose the fleet.
crazy. Shepard could have just died right here. Just get like started on. Did Shepard give the signal to stop shooting? I don't think so. Okay, keep firing. Shepard dies.
You know who I am?
Harbinger speaks of you. You resist, but you will fail. The cycle must continue.
I killed Sovereign, and now you. We are more, and we will work together to defeat you. All of you.
You cannot comprehend the magnitude of our presence.
We might surprise you.
You represent chaos. We represent order. Every organic civilization must be harvested in order to bring order to the chaos. It is inevitable. Without our intervention, organics are doomed. We are your salvation.
I have a better idea. We destroy you and live our lives in peace.
A philosophy reminiscent of the Quarians. Observe the results.
You, whatever species you came from before the Reapers decided to preserve them. They're dead. They died thousands of years ago. And now they can rest in peace.
We did it. We killed a Reaper. Keela.
We can confirm that the Geth are no longer being directed by the old machines. We are free.
You did it, Shepard. The Geth fleet has stopped firing. They're completely vulnerable.
Shepard Commander, the Geth only acted in defense after the Creators attacked. Do we deserve death?
What are you suggesting?
Our upgrades. With the old machine dead, we could upload them to all Geth without sacrificing their independence.
You want to upload the Reaper code? That would make the Geth as smart as when the Reaper was controlling them.
Yes, but with free will, each Geth unit would be a true intelligence. We would be alive, and we could help you.
Our fleet is already attacking. Uploading the code would destroy us. Shepard, you can't choose the Geth over my people.
Do you remember the question that caused the Creators to attack us, Tali'Zorah? Does this unit have a soul?
Upload the code to the Geth. Tali, call off the fleet if you can.
Uploading. 10%.
This is Admiral Tali'Zorah. All units, break off your attack.
Belay that order. Continue the attack.
20%.
I beg you, do not do this. Please.
We regret the deaths of the Creators, but we see no alternative. 40%.
No. Nobody else dies today. Legion, keep going.
Shepard?
All ships, this is Commander Shepard. The Reaper is dead. Stand down.
This is Admiral Tali'Zorah. Shepard speaks with my authority.
And mine as well. Negative. We can win this war now. Keep firing.
60%.
The Geth are about to return to full strength. If you keep attacking, they'll wipe you out. Your entire history is you trying to kill the Geth. You forced them to rebel. You forced them to ally with the Reapers.
80%.
The Geth don't want to fight you. If you can believe that for just 1 minute, this war will be over. You have a choice. Please, kill us alive.
All units, hold fire.
Error. Copying code is insufficient. Direct personality dissemination required. Shepard Commander, I must go to them. I'm sorry.
One has
It's the
to die.
only way.
Legion, the answer to your question was yes.
I know, Tali. But thank you. Keyless and I.
No, Legion!
Commander!
Admiral Ron, I heard your ship made a crash landing. Glad you got out in one piece.
I was listening over the radio. If Hangirl hadn't stopped...
He did.
We have taken heavy losses. I don't know if we can. Where are we supposed to go?
You are welcome to return to Rannoch, Admiral Ron, with us.
Legion?
No, I'm sorry, Commander. Legion sacrificed itself to give us all intelligence. It will be honored.
Good.
And we will honor Legion's promise. The Geth fleet will help you retake Earth, and our engineers will assist in building the Crucible.
As will ours, of course.
Admiral, had you considered possible settlement sites?
The southern continent had excellent farmland, as I recall.
Are you gonna be okay?
I believe so, Commander. Thank you.
Shopping for another house?
Beachfront property.
Claim it fast. It's a buyer's market. You okay? I know working with the Geth will be difficult.
I'm not staying. I'm coming with you.
I wasn't gonna ask.
I think you've earned a few favors with the fleet.
I'm asking them to launch an assault on the Reapers. Figure that makes us even.
If the Reapers were going to stay on Earth, sure. But sooner or later, they'll come to Rannoch.
We did just kill one of them.
So I'm coming with you to stop them. If you think I can help.
You sure about this?
Yeah. I look at all this picture of hope and peace. And all I see is everyone I've lost. My team on Haestrom, my father, even Legion. I'm mourning a Geth. How crazy is that?
It's not crazy at all.
It is beautiful, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It'll be years before we can live without our suits completely. But right now... Right now, I have this.
Cool.
Commander Shepard, I understand you've helped resolve the situation with the Geth.
Yes, Counselor. 2, in fact.
I've read the reports. You ended a war 3 centuries in the making.
I had a lot of help.
We have isolated pockets of remaining Geth. As best we can tell, they are Geth bodies loaded with Reaper code. But they are just a tiny fragment of the full Geth fleet. You've done the impossible, Commander. And I may be able to provide help of my own. I've received information from my government. It's too sensitive to discuss over an unsecured channel.
What if I come to the Citadel?
Yes, that would be best, Commander. I'll be waiting for you in Counselor Udina's office.
Commander, Admiral Hackett's available on VidCom.
Commander, something on your mind?
What about the extra help we picked up along the way?
Bringing in both the Quarians and the Geth has helped us immeasurably. The Quarian fleet is providing evac and fire support, while the Geth attack Reaper supply lines.
What's the Reaper situation?
It's not trending well, even if you did buy Radix some time. Our threat projections show the Reapers will gain the advantage on most other fronts. And now the Asari are a prime target. They're the most advanced race in the galaxy. We'll soon find out if that means anything.
What's our state of readiness, Admiral?
We're getting there. And with the Reapers pressing their advantage across all fronts, we don't have a lot of time to catch up.
Nothing more, sir.
Hack it out.
We just took down a Reaper without a giant Thresher Maw helping.
Damn right. We just showed the galaxy we can beat them.
Lieutenant Commander Williams said something about enjoying some downtime on the Citadel. Might be a nice break for both of you. I hear you were on the ground with the Reaper. He fired up at us a few times. Joker pulled the Normandy through some insane maneuvers to stay out of the line of fire.
Don't worry, Trainer. Joker knows better than to let anything happen to my favorite comm officer.
Flatter me all you like. I'm still not feeding your fish. I was terrified at first, strapped into a safety harness. I can only imagine what it was like having that thing chasing you. But then I was furious. Just enraged. I wanted that thing dead.
You didn't want the Reapers dead when they attacked Earth?
I wanted them defeated. I wanted Earth saved. But I never wanted to physically tear them in half and watch them blow up.
Congratulations, Trainer. I believe you've discovered your fight-or-flight instinct.
Perhaps I should have stayed with chess. Although now I think I'm spoiled by the lack of explosions.
Tired. I need a folding chair or something. Commander, I'm doing a segment on the Geth-Quarian War. It should take maybe an hour. Can we talk in your cabin?
Oh, okay. But you said it'll take about an hour? Oh my god.
Did you hear? Kelly Chambers is dead.
Oh no, what happened?
Cerberus found her during the Citadel coup. Shot her where she stood.
Oh, that's terrible. She seemed really nice.
What?
What if we'd gone back to Cerberus? Your gut saved us, Gabby. Sometimes keeping the grid balanced is pure murder.
Need anything, Commander?
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
I can't believe they killed Kelly. I had no idea.
Can't be. No. I guess that's right.
Hey, Tally. How's it going?
Oh, sorry. I didn't hear you. I just got communication from the fleet. Sorry, from Rannoch. In the old days, I'd send any new technology I found back to the fleet. I should probably be doing that with the agriculture samples now. I don't know anything about raising crops.
How are your people doing?
It's crazy. The Geth are helping. Setting up housing, adapting power systems. They're doing in weeks what would have taken us years. Geth are even uploading into the suits of Quarian volunteers. They're rewriting environmental functions, jump-starting our immune systems.
So the Quarians won't have to wear those suits anymore.
It doesn't seem possible, but yes, in a few years, with Geth improvements, we won't need them. We might still wear them. The suits have become part of our society. But a rupture won't be a death sentence. Today, on Rannoch, there are Quarian children who will grow up healthy and strong, thanks to the Geth.
They owe that to you.
No. I'd have killed the Geth with no regrets. And I'd have been wrong. Thank you. I can't believe my people are working with the Geth.
All propulsion systems are running optimal.
Trainer, can you send up Diana Allers? She wants to talk to me.
She's on her way, Commander.
I'm sure you've got a million questions.
I narrowed it down to 40. Let's see how you do with the top 10. Commander, the last time most of us heard about Geth, they were attacking the Citadel alongside Sovereign.
Yes, and you should know that was a minority of the Geth. Most of them are not hostile to organics.
Is that how you explain that they're allies, and no longer dangerous robots who stick humans on spikes?
What you have to realize is that despite their reputation, most Geth are not inherently violent. The Quarians attacked them. The Geth fought back in self-defense just like any organic would. Now that we've freed the Geth from Reaper control, they'll want payback for their enslavement.
But you're going to take an army of synthetics to fight Reapers with untold hacking abilities. What's keeping the Reapers from reprogramming the Geth like they have before?
The Geth are extremely intelligent, and they've put incredible thought into solving this problem. They're not gonna turn again. I'd bet my life on it.
Now here's a question from a Batarian on Omega. Commander Shepard, if the mass relays can be destroyed... So did I miss anything? Do you have any questions?
You gonna go file your story now?
Well, if you don't mind.
Go tell the galaxy what we've done. They could use some good news.
Aye aye, Commander.
Commander?
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
I need a cab to the Presidium.
It'll be there momentarily.
All my security vids bring me a warrant. You're stonewalling me? Those bids could be vital for the war effort.
I heard the get. I doubt the Reapers have agents doing business in my cafe.
We're trying.
We're at war. If you care about the safety of the Citadel, you'll help CSEC however you can.
Thank you.
I have some high-profile customers. If word gets out that I'm ratting them out to CSEC.
You think I care?
This is a nice spot, Ash.
Yeah. All the shuttles zipping around remind me of when my dad would get ready to ship out. My mom would bundle us all up, buy us ice cream, and cart us out to the shipyard to watch his transport depart. I still have to resist waving every time a big Alliance ship flies by.
You should bring Sarah up here.
I will, when she's ready. She'll like the quiet. She wasn't the loud tomboy crashing around like I was.
Sounds like you were a handful.
Maybe. My dad got me. Shame you never met him. He would have liked you.
You think so?
A badass military woman? Definitely. He would have tried to use his irresistible Williams charm on you. My mom would have laughed until he waved her away. Yeah, he would have invited you over, cooked you something on the grill, and talked your ear off.
It's easy to forget what we fight for.
Yeah, moments like that.
This was a good idea.
Nice to get away from the war for a while. I do feel a little guilty, though.
Sure, but sometimes you have to step away or risk going crazy.
Too late.
No argument here.
You're a crappy commander.
You're a crappy commander...
Ma'am.
Copy that.
Welcome to Casa Fabrication Weaponry.
Casa Fabrication Weaponry hasn't forgotten Earth. Neither should you.
Welcome to Nosastra Sporting Goods. Thank you for shopping at Nosastra Sporting Goods. Welcome to Agor Munitions.
Remember, all purchase welcome to Cipertine Armory. Thank you for shopping at Munitions. Will show in your credit report as AM Trading Limited.
Of course. We can have ships at the colony in 36 hours. Do you need medical support?
No, evacuating the colony is more than enough. Thank you, Ambassador.
Ambassador?
I'm coordinating actions for the fleet while we're here. Evacuating colonies, bolstering Turian defense lines. I think it was right here. 3 years ago to the day.
What?
This was where Saren's assassins fired at me. I'd just gotten to the Citadel. I didn't think I needed my barriers up. My mistake.
You never told me about this. How bad was it?
Got me in the arm. They used polonium rounds. I was running a fever in minutes. It was the first time I'd been really hurt on my pilgrimage. I ran to the Council Embassy, asked for protection, offered the data on Saren. The Turian clerk called me Soot Rat. He threatened to have me tossed off the station if I didn't leave.
I wish that clerk could see you now.
He just did. That was him back there. I don't think he remembers me.
Dang. She saved the whole colony for that guy.
And you're assisting him in spite of that.
This war is too big for old grudges. You showed me that. We're at peace with the Geth. I can't waste my time on a Turian who made me angry. Besides, it all worked out. I made it to the wards. You found me. Happy ending.
And now the Turians will get the aid they desperately need.
I nearly reminded him who I was. Made him apologize, rubbed his nose in it. Maybe he and I both needed to grow up a little.
The difference is that you helped when it counted.
Thanks, Shepard. So did you.
I just don't understand why you're suddenly so conflicted.
Look, the assholes in custody.
Spectre status recognized. One moment, please. Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
Thessia has been attacked by alien.
Urgently. Human, I must speak to you on behalf of my people.
What is it?
Holding sorrow. Dakuna, my home world. The Reapers have come. Holding sorrow. Our warriors are under siege, but your forces can rescue them. Urgently, please. All the other races have turned us aside.
I'll take the Normandy as soon as we have time.
Relief. Thank you, Commander. Small hope. Perhaps we can evacuate some of our civilians when your forces arrive. Anxiously, I will remain here for news. Please hurry. Dakuna burns.
As the Asari and Alliance
Perhaps we could send the girl to your side of the family. Are you kidding? My family disowned me.
Spectre status recognized.
Cerberus has struck again, this time on the colony of Calliston. The dome covering the city of Simu was sabotaged, causing an untold number of residents to be suffocated. Disruption to Element Zero mining on Calliston is driving prices up throughout the Traverse. From across the Milky Way, this is the Alliance News Network.
Refugees from Dakuna are fleeing to the Citadel. Gruesome Academy also knows the Reapers when Elysium was attacked, but Alliance forces were able to evacuate all students. Reaper forces have claimed the Argus Row cluster after heavy fighting. Reports also have them entering the Perseus Vale near Geth space. Reaper
I hoped you'd come. I won't remain here much longer. What are you doing on the Citadel, Samara? I suppose I came to say goodbye. Falere is safe, and Rila is at rest. I felt the need to speak to you before heading to battle. I want you to know there is no one else I'd rather see leading us in our last hours. We'll make the galaxy proud. The largest fleet in history is already on our side. It is impressive. Most would have deemed such an alliance impossible. But Shepard, be sure to assess your force's strengths and weaknesses before setting out.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so.
Will Falere be all right in the monastery? Or what's left of it? We spoke for some time. It won't be easy. But if there is a way to survive, Falere will find it. It was good to see her again. Perhaps it's unseemly for a Justicar to dwell so much on her family. I'm just happy things worked out. I was fortunate that Falere saw things so clearly. And it would have turned out quite differently without your intervention. Thank you. Good luck out there, Samara. You as well. I don't know if you believe in such things, but Goddess go with you, Shepard. We'll both be tested in fire, soon enough.
Refugee camps in the Citadel are straining existing resources, and the Council reports that food shortages may happen in the near future.
Spectre status. One moment, please. Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
Welcome to Serta. Thank you for shopping.
Centurions and Krogan are still fighting fiercely to keep out.
I overheard what you said. I found this at a Cerberus station. A poison tailored to Turians.
With the Elcor homeworld taken by Reaper forces, refugees from Dakuna are fleeing to the Citadel.
Spectre status recognized. Please select. One moment, please. Now arriving at wards level, Purgatory.
Oh my god. We could have saved her.
Wait. You asked if I got heavy armor. I never said it was heavy armor. And since when do you know anything about shield capacitors?
All we needed to do was in dialogue when we talked to her. To tell her to change her name.
Spectre status recognized.
If you did that, she wouldn't have died.
One moment. Now arriving at Docking Bay E-24. Emergency civilian housing. Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination. One moment, please.
Yep.
Now arriving at Docking Bay
Now I know.
E-24.
I'd like to request a transfer to a zone with Reaper, Sergeant.
And may I ask why you think your deployment deserves special treatment, Private? I think I'll do better against the Reapers than Cerberus.
That little like side conversation about that lady changing positions from battling Cerberus to battling Reapers is pretty touching because her sibling, her brother or something, joined Cerberus or is a soldier in Cerberus, so that's why she doesn't want to fight Cerberus. It's a bummer, but war's war. Oh my god. I was supposed to go talk to the freaking Asari counselor.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
I need to get to the embassies.
Yes, Commander.
Straining existing resources, and the Council.
Excuse me. I'm Commander Shepard. If you promise to be careful, I've got something for you.
Commander Shepard, thank you for coming.
Did you find something?
The Council has ordered a full review into Donald Udina's activities. We're still piecing together his coup attempt. But that isn't why I asked you here. The situation is growing urgent for my people. We're aware your Crucible is still missing a key component.
The Catalyst. Do you know something?
Not exactly, but there is a artifact on our homeworld, Thessia, known only to highest levels of my government.
What is it?
With any luck, it's a means to help you locate the Catalyst. The artifact is kept in a temple located at these coordinates. I've ordered a scientific team to meet you there.
I appreciate the help.
It's you who will be helping us. The matriarchs are growing desperate. For the first time in our history, Thessia is vulnerable. For all our intellect, we're outmatched by Reaper firepower.
I'll do what I can.
Whether you know it or not, you've become the sole ray of hope in a very dark night. Goddess be with you.
Major setbacks. The Turians and Krogan are still fighting fiercely to keep Paladin.
Spectre status recognized. Please select. 1 moment, please. Now arriving at docking bay D-24.
Sergeant, I have a little brother. He went off-planet to try and make money, hung with a lousy crowd. A week before the Reapers, my brother sent me this excited message. He'd found an organization with lots of pay, benefits. He snuck me a photo of the shiny new armor they gave him. White and yellow armor. Man.
Signal confirmed.
Oh, jeez.
Evasion successful. I found something.
Oh God!
Reapers eluded.
Oh, that was close.
Faster than light jump successful. Evasion successful. Reapers eluded.
Okay. Okay, well, I think it's time for me to call it for today. Thank you all for joining me on the stream. Hope to see you guys on the next one. Hope you all have a good night. And thank you.